Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at noon.
We have new information right now on the multiple fires set inside the same apartment building over the weekend. Fargo police have a guy in custody who they say set all those fires. Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jordan Schreier. 28-year-old Saha Kadka of Fargo is in jail for endangering by fire. Authorities say he's the one behind those 3 fires set at a downtown Fargo apartment building. Fire crews rushed to that building in the 600 block of 1st Avenue North twice on Saturday and once again last night. The fires forced everyone inside to evacuate. There is no major damage to the building and no one was hurt. New at noon, some good news for the Minnesota police officer shot in the head. He is now out of intensive care at the hospital. 32-year-old officer Eric Mattson has been recovering at a Twin Cities hospital with serious injuries, but he's now at an acute care facility, and that's a big improvement. Mattson was shot January 6th in Waseca, Minnesota, when responding to a call of a suspicious person. The suspect is charged with multiple counts, including first-degree attempted murder. He is expected in court tomorrow. Taking that live look outside right now, it is looking pretty good. Blue skies, sunshine, nice change, but cooler than we were over the weekend. For what we can expect for the rest of our Monday, let's head on over to Storm Team meteorologist Lisa Green.
Good afternoon. Yes, it's nice to brighten things up with that sunshine. We do have some areas of high clouds moving through. Some places getting to enjoy lots of blue sky. This is another view in the northern valley in the Pembina area. You can see all that blue sky there in our view. And temperatures are colder. We watch those numbers just kind of slide throughout the morning in the southern valley. We're at 14 degrees currently in Fargo, 11 in Grand Forks. We've actually gone up in Langdon. We dropped down to near 0 there, now at 9 degrees. So a cooler day for sure today with temperatures well below freezing. Checking out your visible satellite map, you can see more clear skies where we don't have a lot of movement. That's where we were actually able to see the snowpack in the northern valley and over to the east as well. And then more areas of those clouds just kind of streaming through in the south that are giving us some filtered sunshine, but some nice blue in between. Here's a look at our hourly planner. Expect to see temperatures that are once again this afternoon staying in that mid-teen range for Fargo, eventually starting to drop as we head into the evening hours tonight. We'll have more on that, just how cold we'll get, coming up here in just a few minutes.
All right. Thank you, Lisa. The deadly coronavirus is spreading. Over 17,000 people are infected with it. Some 361 have died. There are 25 cases in Europe as countries continue to evacuate its citizens from China. 56 Italians arrived at a military base in Rome from Wuhan, China. They'll be quarantined for at least 2 weeks in a specially designed facility. One Italian student who is 17 years old was left behind in China because he had a fever. More than 250 foreigners from 30 countries arrived in France yesterday, including a busload of Belgians. They were taken to a hospital where they will be quarantined for at least 2 weeks. 11 cases have been confirmed in the United States. Teens have found a way around the FDA's ban on flavored e-cigarettes. According to a New York Times report, teens are switching from cartridge-based brands like Juul to disposable e-cigs. Last month, the Trump administration banned the sale of fruit and mint flavored for e-cigs that use refillable cartridges. However, this policy does not apply to non-refillable devices. More than 20% of youth now report using e-cigs. Now to that political showdown playing out in Iowa today. The caucuses mark the first vote in the 2020 campaign, and Democratic Party officials are expecting a record high turnout. Peter Alexander reports.
This morning, all eyes on Iowa.
Let us go forward today, tomorrow, and create the largest voter turnout in the history of the Iowa caucus.
So are you guys ready to win?
For Democrats, it's the crucial kickoff to 2020 with no clear frontrunner, but an increasingly urgent shared priority.
We all have one goal, and we better come together to meet that goal. We are going to beat Donald Trump.
I do have a nickname I want to give him. Former President.
The latest NBC News Wall Street Journal poll from 11 battleground states where the general election is likely to be decided shows both Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders leading President Trump, with Elizabeth Warren and Pete Buttigieg narrowly trailing. Buttigieg still hoping to defy expectations here.
How crucial is a win in Iowa for you?
Well, really important for us to succeed here, partly because, of course, it's that first chance to demonstrate that our message is the right message.
Still, among Democrats, divisions remain between progressives touting a populist platform and moderates promoting a message that could lure back voters who flipped from Obama to Trump.
I think it's up to us to decide whether that division will define us. The way I look at it is the less 2020 resembles 2016, the better.
Unlike primaries where voters cast a secret ballot for their candidate, caucus goers publicly declare their preferred pick. And if that candidate fails to win enough support, they can choose a different contender, meaning a caucus goer's second choice can be as important as their first. President Trump, in a Super Bowl interview with Fox News' Sean Hannity, insulting the Democratic leaderboard, including Sanders.
I think he's a communist. I mean, look, I think of communism when I think of Bernie.
And mocking Michael Bloomberg, who's not competing in Iowa, for his height.
Now he wants a box for the debates to stand on.
Bloomberg's campaign firing back, calling the president a pathological liar who lies about everything: his fake hair, his obesity, and his spray-on tan.
The previous record attendance for an Iowa caucus was in 2008 when more than 240,000 people attended. Officials expect a new record this year. And in our consumer alert, the ride-sharing company Lyft wants to help people get to the polls. That service is expanding its voting access program and will provide riders with free or discounted rides to the polls through the entire primary calendar and the general election. Lyft is partnering with several nonprofits that will help identify and distribute rides to those most in need.